Hey YouTube. Catfish Terry here. Y'all, the catfish is about at the end of his fishing line. But you know, he's just an old man, don't know nothing. One of these days you'll be an old man or old woman driving down the road just like I am. A lot quicker than you think. Then maybe y'all can do what I'm gonna do. People in this world, man, you don't understand. You think when you're young, you think you're invincible. It's all about yourself. You ain't got time to slow down. You can't wait a minute. It's got to be right now. Y'all would have went crazy back in the days, y'all, with everything closed on Sundays. Sit around, watch a clock tick. Swing an old tire swing in a tree while your parents are sitting around with family. Y'all couldn't take it anymore. No way you would be able to take it. And that's what every one of you needs to experience. And that's what this little virus deal has tried to put on a lot of families. But they're going crazy. They can't take it. 50 days, oh man, it's been 50 days. I can't take no more. Well, 50 days, y'all. Ride down the road with me and spend 62 years. 62 years, y'all. To show you how quick time goes. Let's go for a ride. Y'all, I got an itching to go see my best friend today, y'all. I'm talking best friend from the 3rd grade up, y'all. This used to be the old catfish running ground over here back when I was 16, 18 years old. Shoney's used to sit right here. We'd cruise around the parking lot. Montague Drive-In sat right here, y'all. 40 years ago, 45 years ago, right here. Now it's a storage center, U-Haul. Only thing I knowed back in, I thought I know. I can't wait till the world speeds up and I can get to be 62 years old. And my best friend felt that way too. Yeah, I haven't went to see my old friend in quite a while. My best friend. Not an old friend, my best friend, y'all. Yeah, my best friend. We knowed everything. Yeah, I want you to meet my best friend. From the 3rd grade, y'all. We growed up together. Gilbert Lewis, 1958, 1977. I was 20 years old then. He called to talk to Mr. Know-It-All when I was 20. May the 27th, he called my house. My mom answered the phone, was wanting to talk to me. She told him I wasn't there, which I was in the shower. She had bad feelings. But she told him I wasn't there. He hung up and he went and picked up another good friend. That night, y'all, he wrapped his car around a tree, killed both of them. I lost my best friend. I was 20 years old, he was 19. We lived in our backyard showing. We spend the nights together every night, weekends. We cut a hole in the fence to ride our motorbikes to each other's house. We knowed everything back then. We didn't realize how short life was. Love my old buddy though. May 27th, y'all. We're approaching that time now. Gilbert L. Lewis. Y'all. "42 years ago, old Catfish lost his best friend there. Y'all, to this day, old Catfish still feels a little guilty, y'all. I was supposed to have been with him that night. Old Gilbert might still be here 42 years later if I was there. If my mom didn't have a feeling, said she just had a feeling she had to tell him no. She didn't like lying, but she had to tell him no. But if I was around that night, y'all, I might have got him to slow down. Who knows? But we was a couple young guys, knowed everything, y'all. I was in the Shire worried about going meet a girlfriend and an ironic story to that part to that story, y'all. Conway Twitty had on a Datsun 240Z. Pretty car, man. And Conway Twitty, it had the Twitty bird on the car, a metallic bronze, beautiful car. Conway Twitty had got rid of that car. And Gilbert's dad went bought that car what once belonged to Conway Twitty and gave it to Gilbert. Fast car, man. Wrapped it around a tree. Killed them both. I woke up the next morning, nobody calling me, telling me or nothing. I always had to sleep with my radio on, WMAK AM, y'all. I play my radio all the time. I woke up that morning to go to work, and laying there listening to the radio, and radio came on announcing that it was a bad wreck last night. And in that wreck, no survivors. The driver, Gilbert Lewis. The passenger, not Catfish Terry, but Mike Goodyear. And we were so close, y'all. And his mom noted. I didn't get off work till late, and she would not let him open the casket until I got to the funeral home. A day Catfish will never get over with. But like Paul Harvey, y'all, that's part of the story. Hang around. Y'all, old Catfish just realized I think I lost my glasses at Gilbert's graveyard. I'm not going to turn around and go back. Maybe it's fitting I lost something there. I lost a lot there. Maybe they need to stay there. But I don't see them around nowhere, so be it. Stick around with the Catfish. Y'all, everybody says you can't go back home again. Catfish Terry is going back home again. So hang around with me. Keep your hand on the 911 number. Because Catfish Terry's home has changed quite a bit over the years, but Catfish Terry going home again. See ya. Autos and Western Autos, Winn-Dixies. But right here, y'all. This street here brings back memories. And I mean, it used to be a super nice neighborhood. I love turning around in the driveway and look around, but that probably wouldn't be smart. At this four-way stop right here, y'all, it's the second driveway on the left there. Right here's where my neighbors lived, Ed Ray and Dorothy. I know they've been long gone. I mean, the home still looks nice and everything. I gotta admit, it still looks good over here. Kinda surprising, but I ain't been over here in so long. I'm glad to see it still looking this one. I think I just ran a four-way stop sign. But it makes me feel good to see everything still upkept the way it is and everything. That's awesome. But it was this house right up here, y'all. I can't stop or nothing, but this house right here, that was my home there. It is looking kind of rough, of course. I mean, as far as the homes and stuff, they ain't changed a lot. They built some buildings around. Y'all, this was my elementary school back in the day. Coming up. Right here, Tom Joy. Good old days. Y'all, this was one day, if I could go back in time, I'd do it right now. I'd go down this street right here. I would stop right up here on the right. Right here. I would walk around that backyard. And I would walk up and give my grandmother and my grandfather the biggest hug I ever gave them in my life, y'all. Because I promise you, my grandmother'd be sitting in a chair in the backyard, and my grandfather'd be over working in the garden. Y'all, right here was a big baseball field. I played a mini Many days baseball right here. If you go straight across the field, that house on the corner, I lived there and I was raised. We're gonna circle block and go over there. Time Joy it. Man, I dusted a many erasers right there on that wall right there in that elementary school. But this house right on the corner, y'all, I lived right here in this ballpark on the right. And I played baseball every day. Can't see it, but this house right here on the left, Joe. And they really got that home fixed up nice. Then we swing on down the road here. Where I lived, and my good friend Gilbert lived in the backyard. Right there's my first job, y'all. This was called Kim's Market. I thought I was a big shot. 14, 15 years old, and they'd let me come over across the street and work evenings over there. 50 cents a day. What a deal. Y'all, all these yards you're seeing I'm passing. At one time, another catfish has almost cut every one of these yards. I would walk the streets with my lawnmower and cut grass, y'all. But this house right up here, y'all, I spent from the 5th grade. You ain't gonna get to see it, of course. But from the 5th grade up till we moved over on that nice neighborhood. Right there, this blue one. 2520. Man, what I'd give to walk back in that house. And Gilbert lived straight in the backyard from me. And I'm gonna circle block and ride down to Gilbert's house. This house right here on the right, man, you can't even see the yard now. This corner lot, we played many football games and be lucky if I could spot which house was Gilbert's. Everything looks so much different, growed up. This one right here, I think it was. Yep, this house right here, y'all. His backyard connected with ours. We cut a hole in the fence and lived like we was kings. Drive by it one more time. Wished y'all could see it, but I wished I had somebody riding with me where they could sign the camera. Y'all, this was the best years of my life. And if I could go back, I'd blink an eye right now. Right here was my bus stop. But that's it, y'all. Catfish Terrier. Who says you can't go back again? Thanks for watching, y'all.